call the meeting to order. Please stand for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Public notice of this meeting pursuant to the Open Public Meeting Act has been given in the following manner. By email and written notice to the Courier Post in retrospect on January 10th, 2019. By posting written notice on the official bulletin board at the municipal building on January 10th, 2019. By filing written notice with the clerk of the Borough of Woodlynne on January 10th, 2019.
Roll call.
Mr. Chouwaki? Mr. Fuentes? Ms. Torres?
Present.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mrs. Feliciano? President Early?
Yes.
Mayor Fuentes?
Here. At this point, we start out with committee report. We start out now with Councilwoman Torres with Public Safety.
Good evening, Mayor,
Good evening.
Solicitor, Madam Clerk, members of council, council president, and the public. Good evening.
This is switch on. Switch on. Let's test this one, too.
Testing.
Test.
Testing. This is my monthly report for the month of December 2018. Below is the monthly totals for the police department for the month of December 2018. Calls for service was 303, parking summons 13, moving violations 50, adult arrest 4, juvenile arrest none, driving under the influence arrest none, Borough ordinance 8. Total of vehicles impounded was 2. Uniform crime report is as follows: robbery 1, aggravated assault 1, simple assault 3, 1 arrest made, theft 1, burglary 2, disorderly conduct 56, 1 arrest made, drug offense 1, 1 arrest made, motor vehicle theft none, arson 1, 1 arrest made. This is the report for the month of January 2019. Below the totals for the police department for the month of January 2019. Calls for services were 336, parking summons was 20, moving violations 34, adult arrest 5, juvenile arrest none, driving under the influence none, Borough ordinance 6. Total of vehicles impounded was 2. Uniform crime report: robbery none, aggravated assault none, simple assault 1, theft 1, 1 arrest made, burglary 1, 1 arrest made, disorderly conduct 42, 1 arrest made, drug offense 2, no arrest, motor vehicle theft 1, 1 arrest made, arson 1, 1 arrest made. This is my report for the month of January and December.
You heard the motion of public safety. Can I get a motion second to receive and file? Motion by Councilwoman Feliciano, second by Council President Curley. Any question? Full vote.
Mr. Chouwaki?
Yes.
Mr. Fuentes?
Yes.
Ms. Torres?
Yes.
Mr. Cook? Mrs. Feliciano?
Yes.
President Early?
Yes.
Oh, yes. At this point, we move over now with public building. Councilman Cook.
Good evening, Mayor, Madam Clerk, council members, and to to our public. Here's my report for February 2019 for hall rental, the borough meetings we've held here at the hall court. Hall rentals for the month is Louis Bacar for $450, and that's the end of my report for February 14th, 2019.
You heard the report of public buildings. Can I get a motion second to receive and file? Motion by Councilman Feliciano. Second by Councilman Fuentes. Any question?
Yes. Is this February or January? It should be January.
January. But it's for the month of
It's for the
February.
month of,
It's for the month of January, but it's for the February meeting. Any other questions? Full vote?
Mr. Chouwaki?
Yes.
Mr. Fuentes? Ms. Torres?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
yes.
Mrs. Feliciano? President Early?
Yes.
Oh, yes. At this point now, we move forward with finance, Councilman Fuentes.
Good evening, Mayor, Solicitor, and Clerk, City Council, President Early, and public. These are my report for the finance for the month, the year 2018. Okay, Borough of Woodlynne Municipal Court revenue. Okay, for December, we have the borough, $3,130.66. County, $1,543.50. State, $1,240.84, which is the total of $5,915. And for the January, I have for the borough, $3,088.48. County, $1,448.50. State, $804.02. Restitution, others, $50, which is a total $5,391. The Borough of Woodlynne, property taxes, 848 count, which is a total of $1,038,039.26. Tax installment 3, which is $1,308.49. Lien payments 26, which is a total of $19,723.89. Animal license payments 14, it's $122.80. Landlord registration 6, $3,800. MRNA 25, which is a total of $275,641.66. Miscellaneous payments 93, total of $286,193.67. Total of 985. This count, and the total is $1,316,233.13. This is the total that was given to me.
Can I get a motion second to receive and file? Motion by Councilwoman Feliciano, second by Councilman Chouwaki. Any question? Full vote?
Mr. Chouwaki?
Yes.
Mr. Fuentes?
Yes.
Ms. Torres?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mrs. Feliciano? President Early?
Yes.
Oh, yes. At this point now, we move forward with Councilman Chouwaki for emergency management. Councilman Chouwaki.
Good evening, Mayor.
Good evening.
Good evening, Solicitor, Madam Clerk, Council members, Council President, and good evening, the public. This is emergency management report for the month of January 2019. The total call received for the month of January is 52 calls. It's broken down, 9 calls for the fire and 43 calls for EMS. Increase or decrease for the month call in comparison from the previous call of December. Fire call is -6 and EMS call is -8. We have 14 calls less than the overall call from last month. 6 calls less than the calls from the fire, and 8 calls less than the EMS. Percentage overall increase or decrease for the month of January in comparison to the previous month of December, we have 21.21% less than call, and this is the report for the month of January.
You heard the report of emergency management. Can I get a motion and second to receive and file?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Fuentes, second by Council President Early. Any question? Full vote?
Mr. Chouwaki?
Yes.
Mr. Fuentes?
Yes.
Ms. Torres?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mrs. Feliciano?
Yes.
President Early?
Yes.
All yes. At this point now, we move forward with Councilwoman Feliciano.
Good
Public
evening.
Affairs Recreation. Good evening.
Good evening, Mayor, Solicitor, Madam Clerk, council members, council president, and the public. This is my report for the month of February. I will be reaching out to my fellow committee members as we have upcoming events that will be coming through the end of the year. And we will be discussing what those will be, and we will be providing a report hopefully at the next meeting. And this is the end of my report for the month of February.
You heard the report of of public safety, Public Affairs Recreation. Can I get a motion second to receive and file?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Chouwaki,
Second.
second by Council President Early. Any question? Full vote?
Mr. Chouwaki?
Yes.
Mr. Fuentes?
Yes.
Ms. Torres?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mrs. Feliciano? President Early?
Yes.
All yes. At this point now, we move forward with Council President Early with Public Work, PPW.
Good evening, Mayor, members of council, Mr. Solicitor, members of the public.
Good
And
evening.
this is the monthly report for the month of December for Public Works. I do not have January. It is January. He has the wrong month, so we need to change that for file. Apologize. Week number 1 for recycling, we had 9,180 pounds or 4.5 tons. Week number 2, 7,140 pounds or 3.50 tons. Week number 3, 10,060 pounds or 5 tons. Week number 4, 7,460 pounds or 3.70 tons. Week number 5, 7,920 pounds or 3.90 tons. Total recycling was 41,760 pounds or 20.60 tons. For trash, week number 1, we had 39,980 pounds or 19.90 tons. Week number 2 was 44,200 pounds or 22.10 tons. Week number 3, 39,360 pounds or 19.60 tons. Week number 4, 40,260 pounds or 20.10 tons. Week number 5, 40,740 pounds or 20.30 tons, for a total of 204,540 pounds of trash, or 102 tons even. For yard waste, week number 3, we had a total of 5 yards. Total yard waste for the month of January was 5. This was respectfully submitted by Robert Kenny. That concludes my report from Public Works, and I also wanted to provide the public a couple different things. We had some situations with the cold that came through town. A lot of us had a lot of issues with brick and pipes, specifically one end of Woodlynne Avenue and the 200 block of Cedar Avenues, which turned Cedar Avenue into pretty much an ice skating rink. Public Works did go out and do everything humanly possible to rectify the situation. They went out and actually manually broke the ice up, cleared the ice up off the street to keep it safe for everyone.
And I also would like everyone in the public to know that despite what you were told, when there is a public works emergency, it is not my job to notify Collingswood. I sit as a public works chairperson, but that does not give me the right to demand that Collingswood comes to town. Proper protocol is it either gets called in through county dispatch or to Rob Kenny directly. Rob happened to be in town, and since it happened close to my home, I saw it called Rob. You know, my function on that end is just to keep people apprised and informed as to what's going on. Rob did keep me up to date, and I did do so. So that concludes my report for the month of January.
You heard the report of public work. Can I get a motion second to receive and file? Any other question? Fine.
If I could, President Council, to be commended for that. That's really what I've been trying to say about chain of command. Things work best when they work according to channel and protocol. That's exactly, I didn't know anything about the issue. That's exactly what I've been telling you in various contexts, that this is how we should do it, right up and down the chain of command. So, that just, solves so many problems when you do it.
Absolutely. Any other question? Full vote?
Motion.
I'm sorry, motion? Motion by Councilwoman Torres, second? Second, Councilwoman Feliciano. Any other question? Full vote?
Mr. Chouwaki?
Yes.
Mr. Fuentes?
Yes.
Ms. Torres?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mrs. Feliciano? President Early?
Oh, yes. At this point here, we now move forward with ordinance 2018-14, it's a public hearing and adoption. At this point, it is only for this ordinance. An ordinance amending chapter 87 of the Code of the Borough of Woodlynne, County of Camden, State of New Jersey, entering parking handicap. Can I get a motion second?
Cook.
Councilman Cook, second by Councilman Fuentes. At this point here, I now open it to the public. Not hearing none, I close it. Full vote?
Mr. Chouwaki?
Yes.
Mr. Fuentes?
Yes.
Ms. Torres? Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mrs. Feliciano?
Yes.
President Early?
All yes. Ordinance 2018-15, public hearing and adoptions, only for ordinance 2018-15. An ordinance amendment chapter 87 of the Code of the Borough of Woodlynne, County of Camden, State of New Jersey, entitled parking handicap. Can I get a motion second? Motion by Councilwoman Feliciano, second by Councilman Fuentes. At this point, I open it up to the public. Not hearing none, I close it. Full vote.
Need a motion?
I have the motion.
Yes.
Motion should come after public portion.
Okay.
Improve me a little bit.
This point, full vote.
Mr. Chouwaki?
Yes.
Mr. Fuentes?
Yes.
Ms. Torres?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mrs. Feliciano?
Yes.
President Early?
All yes. Ordinance 2019-1, introduction only. It will be for final vote on March 14, 2019. An ordinance amending chapter 87 of the Code of the Borough of Woodlynne, County of Camden, State of New Jersey, entitled parking handicap. Can I get a motion second? Motion by Councilwoman Feliciano, second by Council President. Any question? Full vote.
Mr. Chouwaki?
Yes.
Mr. Fuentes?
Yes.
Ms. Torres?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mrs. Feliciano?
Yes.
President Early?
Oh, yes. Going forward now to ordinance 2019-2, introduction. It will be for the final on 3/14/2019. An ordinance amending chapter 87 of the Code of the Borough of Woodlynne, County of Camden, State of New Jersey, entitled parking handicap. Can I get a motion second? Motion by Councilman Cook,
Second.
second by Councilman Fuentes. Any question? Full vote?
Mr. Chouwaki?
Yes.
Mr. Fuentes?
Yes.
Ms. Torres?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mrs. Feliciano?
Yes.
President Early?
Oh, yes. Ordinance 2019-3, introduction by title only, be for final adoption at 3/14/2019. Ordinance of the Borough of Woodlynne, County, State of New Jersey, authorizing the public sale of the Block 502, Lot 4, Block 502 Lot 5, Block 503, Lot 38 and 1, and Block 302 Lot 10, the Borough of Woodlynne, Camden County, State of New Jersey, at a public sale pursuant to the NJSA 40A:12-1 SEQ. So, can I get a motion second? Motion by Councilman Fuentes, second by Council President Early. Any question? Full vote?
Mr. Chouwaki?
Yes.
Mr. Fuentes?
Yes.
Ms. Torres?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mrs. Feliciano?
Yes.
President Early?
All yes. Ordinance 2019-4, introduction only, and be for final adoption 3/14/2019. An ordinance of the Borough of Woodlynne authorizing the private sale of a certain borough-owned property pursuant to the NJSA 40A:12-13B. Can I get a motion second? Motion by Councilman Fuentes, second by Councilman Feliciano. Any question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Which property is it?
they're on your,
All I vote?
they're on your package. And this is introduction only. Any other question? Full vote?
Mr. Chouwaki?
Yes.
Mr. Fuentes?
Yes.
Ms. Torres?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mrs. Feliciano?
Yes.
President Early?
Yes.
Oh, yes. At this time, we start with Resolution 2019-27, resolution authorizing the tax assessor to file appeal, added an amendment, assessment appeal, file county appeal, and rollback complaints with the Camden County Board of Taxation. Can I get a motion second? Motion by Cook, second by Councilman Chouwaki. Any question? Full vote?
Mr. Chouwaki?
Yes.
Mr. Fuentes?
Yes.
Ms. Torres?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mrs. Feliciano? President Early?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Resolution 2019-28, a resolution appointing emergency management coordinator for the Borough of Woodlynne, County, State of New Jersey. Can I get a motion second?
Motion.
Motion by Council President Early, second by Councilman Fuentes. Any question? Full vote?
Mr. Chouwaki?
Yes.
Mr. Fuentes?
Yes.
Ms. Torres?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mrs. Feliciano?
Yes.
President Early?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Resolution 2019-29, share service agreement between the Borough of Woodlynne and the Borough of Belmar, County of Camden, State of New Jersey, related to the inspection, videotaping, and cleaning of its sanitary sewer system for the Borough of Woodlynne. Can I get a motion second? Motion by Councilman Cook, second by Council President Early. Any question? Full vote?
Mr. Chouwaki? Mr. Fuentes? Ms. Torres?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mrs. Feliciano? President Early?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Resolution 2019-30, share service agreement between the Borough of Woodlynne and the Borough of Belmar, County, State of New Jersey, related to the maintenance of public work equipment for the Borough of Woodlynne. Can I get a motion second to receive file?
Motion.
Motion by Council President Early, second by Councilwoman Feliciano. Any question? Just want to say something real quick. It's kind of funny. I just want to add on to the two for the Belmar. Cheryl and I picked it up earlier. When I'm looking through the agreement and I'm seeing Mayor Chuck Sauter, Chuck was our borough clerk, so you always see him as Woodlynne Borough Clerk, and now you see him as mayor because he is now the newly elected mayor for Belmar. So I'm happy for him, and it's great that we continue to share service and to save the taxpayer money. So with that, full vote.
Mr. Chouwaki?
Yes.
Mr. Fuentes?
Yes.
Ms. Torres?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mrs. Feliciano?
Yes.
President Early? Yes.
Oh, yes. Resolution of the Borough of Woodlynne approving the September 28th, sorry. That's, should be December. Strike that, September should be December. And the January 2019 reorganization meeting minutes. Can I get a motion second? Motion by Councilwoman Torres,
Second.
second by Councilman Fuentes. Any question? Full vote?
Mr. Chouwaki?
Yes.
Mr. Fuentes?
Yes.
Ms. Torres?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
No.
Mrs. Feliciano?
Yes.
President Early?
Yes.
5 yes, 1 no, motion carries. At this point here, approval of a bill, prepaid bill list and invoices. Can I get a motion second? Motion by Councilwoman Torres, second by Councilwoman Feliciano. Any question? Full vote?
Mr. Chouwaki? Mr. Fuentes?
Yes.
Ms. Torres? Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mrs. Feliciano?
Yes.
President Early?
Yes.
All yes. Any other new business?
I do. It's more a matter for a question for a solicitor. Based on some of the things that have been going on and have been said and put out there in public, mainly on the social media venues, I was wondering if we could entertain a motion to do some type of looking into a censure for misconduct, because some of the posts have been a little misleading and a little dubious and a little character defaming, that if we could entertain a motion to have solicitor look into that to see what we can do.
Well, if you'd favor me with the specifics, not necessarily now, because I'd rather answer the question in a deliberate way, but I can tell you that the benefit of such a thing, it's a largely symbolic gesture, but if you want to disavow in this kind of context, it's very difficult to make sure that council doesn't get tarred with a widely painted brush.
Correct.
So when a council person or any other elected public official does misconduct that doesn't exactly have a legal remedy but makes consequences for everybody in the town, then what you want to do in a case like that is distance yourself from it. Now, I've been a little lecturing before earlier in the year when there was some allegations, and that's what they are still at this point, about employee harassment that gave rise to grievances. And I told you all about the West Wildwood case, where that tiny little borough down in Cape May County got stuck with $1 million verdict because of a single council person's harassment of a single public employee, the police chief. And it was a wet mess. You couldn't even get insurance coverage for it, and everybody got stuck with the tab. And I was thinking about us at that time, and as soon as it happened, I brought it up in the first context. So I would say not only is that an appropriate thing to do, it's prudent. I don't know what your facts are yet, but if it's anything like last time, it would have been good to do something, even if it's only symbolic, to disavow yourself of conduct that might look like it's councilmatic, it might look like official action, but it's strictly a solo shot, a solo flight. So I'll look at your facts, anybody who has any facts that wants to send me anything that I'll consider, and if it's appropriate, I'll provide something for you in a resolution. But I emphasize, the law doesn't provide for you all, this is unusual. A public employee who's guilty of either even being ignorant to the public, let's say, or lying, or insubordination, misconduct, anything that, whatever the act might be, you can censure. But an elected official, because they're elected, doesn't have that type of remedy. That doesn't mean you all can't protect yourselves against the fact that you're getting the mud on your fenders too, and protect the borough by saying this is not official conduct. So if it's stuff like that, tell me about it, and it will be a largely symbolic type of thing, and also a type of thing that later, in a court of law, if I have to defend some or all of you for something that's given rise to whether it's defamation or something like that, I can point to a publicly discussed and adopted motion to censure, reprimand, disavow. I haven't thought all this through yet, because I'm just hearing about it, so that we can create some separation. Now, that's the theoretical answer in the vacuum of facts, but I think it's probably better for whoever has that idea and those facts to give them to me in a non-public way. Because this is not the place to debate the conduct, it's rather, typically it's allegations, and then the idea is, well, if that happened, we didn't do it. We didn't sanction it, we don't approve of it. Get some distance, get some space, and in fact, if you think it's worth condemning, say that. But first, I want you to let me see what it looks like.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. At this point, with any other new business? So, just clearly, do you need a motion for council for allowing you to look into this or not?
Yes, I think you probably should do that, because you're gonna ask me to do some work.
So I'm going to make a motion.
Second.
Motion will go from Council President Early and second from Councilwoman Torres to allow the solicitor to look into the matter to see if there is ground for sanction. So at this point here, I have a motion second. Any other question?
Yeah, dude. I know we had some conversation on a closed meeting regarding the same issue.
But let's say no more about anything that happened in the closed session, truly. This is, I'm gonna treat it as a separate matter, except that the prior matter might have been a educational. But let's don't, I can't take your words back once you say it. So when you mention something that happened in an executive session, I stop you here, because I'm a cautious lawyer. Tape's running, people can't forget what they heard. I don't know if you're gonna blurt something out that happened in the closed session. So I'm warning you, okay? But if you want to suggest that some of the facts relate back to those things, then these are the facts I'm gonna hear about. I'll have to make a decision whether that belongs in this
Second,
category.
please. Continue.
It's likely I would try and leave things out of that are already in litigation or out, are already the subject of a closed session, out because something in a resolution takes it out of closed into the public. If we went into closed, I'm not sure what we're referring to, but if we went into closed, it was for a good reason, and it should stay closed. Okay?
Any other
Sorry to be so
question?
vague, but I wanted to save you.
Any other question? Full vote?
Mr. Chouwaki?
Yes.
Mr. Fuentes?
Yes.
So just real quick, I'm sorry, let me go back a little bit. So if we're doing this a resolution, let's give it a number, resolution 2019-32. And this is again, allowing the solicitor to do the research if there is enough for the sanction. So I have the motion by Council President Early, and I have the second by Councilwoman Torres.
One question, Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
I think it would be prudent for you all to give me a deadline, and how about we suggest in time for you to discuss it at your next caucus, which gives me 3 weeks. Then puts you on a little bit of timeline to get me. This way, that can be something in the nature of a preliminary report, so that you'll know if you want to do something at your meeting. Does that work for everybody?
Yes. Any other question? And full vote.
Ms. Torres?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mrs. Feliciano? President Early?
Yes.
No, I got you too.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Any other question? Okay, at this point, I open it up to the public. Please state your name and your address.
Robert Baum, 1918 Woodlynne Ave. To kind of piggyback off of what Council President Early stated, I don't know exactly what she is referring to, but I do know that over the last few days, some of the defaming posts were targeted at me because I questioned Councilman Cook. Now, I can provide any of the screen captures that I've taken of the social media posts if you'd like, and outside of the meeting, of course. But he is calling my integrity into question because I am questioning him, and that is not acceptable.
All right, well, that, and I don't want to interrupt the public, but in the event that that's the prelude to several others, let me say this to all of you. I think given that the Council President brought the matter to the fore, and I don't want to be communicating one-on-one with the public, only because that sometimes leads folks to think, well, he's the town lawyer. Every citizen in the country is going to call him. If you funnel it through Sharon, and she's the point person to getting me these things, contact information would be good if I have a question, but if that's part of it, and if it's not, either way, I honestly think if you're gonna have a question, let's take everything into account. If it was what you were considering, then fine. And so goes for anyone else who may have something, but not that we don't want to hear it and have you be heard, but that's probably what I'm going to say to anyone with that same type of question.
Okay. So
What's your last name? It's Robert, but
Baum, B-A-U-M.
thank you.
So then I will reach out to you. I mean, you have access to all that because you're also part of that group. So if you want what I have, I will give that to you as well.
Absolutely, thank you.
Okay. My second question is regarding the log cabin project.
Excuse me, Mr. Brown.
Yes, sorry.
When you do that, if you could give some, I do not want War and Peace, trust me. I work by the hour. Sit down, I try, for 37 years. But if, in a concise one page, maybe a bullet list or of events as well. So that if it's off the comments, but there's some relation back to a conversation or criticism, as you referenced, if you put it in perspective for us.
Okay.
Thanks. I'm sorry.
Okay. So a few days ago on social media, it has been it's been stated that the public safety director has to set the appointments up with the nonprofits.
No. Just to go there a little bit, the application were given to Councilman Cook, and he was going to distribute them to the individual. Councilman Cook was told that every individual is to bring their application in with ID. At that point, Mr. Figueroa has not received any document from anyone. So at this point here, we're still waiting for whoever Councilman Cook say he's given them to or distributed to them. They have not come forward to do the background.
Okay, so just for the record, that statement was false.
Well, I'm just saying from the fact that I spoke to Mr. Figueroa today, that what the situation, that the conversation that was when Mr. Cook was for the background, he gave them the application and told them that they each would have to come in with ID. And then at that point, Mr. Figueroa will have them do the background. Now, at this point here, according to Mr. Figueroa, nobody has presented anything or have come forward. Now, I have Detective Feliciano, who handles the case of background. To your knowledge, have you received any background from anyone?
No, sir.
Thank you. So, I guess it's false.
Okay, so at this point, we're waiting on the volunteers to come back to us with the paperwork filled out. And this is not, in fact, a matter of council and mayor blocking the progress.
No, not at all.
Okay.
That's a standard ordinance, by the way. Was it for solicitations?
It's to use the log cabin.
Okay, or even for that? Not, yeah, they
Because we're gonna
typically
have kids using the
establish their
computer.
bona fides.
Yeah.
That's-
Understanding too is, we still need to know whoever the organization is, what their intents and what their plans are. So we don't know who's gonna come forward, just because we give them the blessing to say, go ahead, and you're okay to be in there. But again, we have not even given a plan. We approve the guidelines, the rules and guidelines, but we don't know what the plans are, like who's gonna be there. Is there gonna be there for senior citizens? Is it gonna be there for children?
It's a true nonprofit.
Yeah, I mean, so we don't know what program's gonna be going in there. Now, what I am concerned is that it was mentioned about for toddlers. I don't see where we should be responsible in having it, I'm afraid to say that by saying we're gonna put something so toddlers can play, unless somebody is certified to deal with children, that's a big responsibility, because if something's to happen to a child, infant, that puts a big liable at the borough. The idea was for a community center to be used for the computer, for reading place, and for gaming. That's what we were under the impression. But then again, nothing has come forward to the ideally planned, Mondays are gonna be this, or this is gonna be this, what the program, or who's gonna be running it, what actually is the game plan.
Okay, that's all I have.
But, to answer your question, mayor and council is not blocking anything. We did everything, we passed the resolution to approve the laws. We're just waiting on the organization, or whoever, it doesn't have to be that organization, I mean, there's somebody else, but they have to apply with the background, that's what we're asking.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else from the public? Okay, motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Okay, motion by Councilman Fletcher, second by Councilwoman, Horace. Okay. I heard the voices, but this is. So again. again, happy Valentine's Day to everybody.
Did you
God
get my
bless you.
card?